silly people. Let's go straight into Dire Straits, Sultans of Swings. Alchemy Live. This was a request. We're getting a little bit into Dire Straits. This is the third reaction, and I think we've done another live of this live performance. Let's go. I need to shave. I start to look like the Big Lebowski. Those boots, man.
Check it out, Guitar George. Now he knows all them fancy chords. Ain't just rhythm gonna make that guitar cry and make it sing. Send an old guitar and just all he can afford.
It's funny, like, you know, when you repeat the lines of what is happening, or like you're telling the story, and actually the guitar player does what you're telling the story about, right? So it's kind of funny and kind of clever. Wow, you know what? I noticed one thing. He has a profile that looks like a little bit like Bob Dylan as well, in the 70s or so, or even the 80s. I suppose they're similar age. Maybe Bob Dylan was already a little bit older here. So just really like the physiognomy, like a little bit of physiognomy here. I was like, wow, that looks like a little bit like Dylan.
When he gets up under them colored lights, gonna play that today. Then Hammy doesn't mind if he doesn't make that fancy scene. Got daytime job, you're doing quite alright, thank you very much. Do the honky tonk just like anything.
I know this song a little bit.
With the Sultans, yeah, with the Sultans on the street.
Oh, gee, that drum.
We send a crowd of boys, they're just fooling around in the corner. Drunk dress their baggies in their best King's Row. Don't give a damn about any trumpet playing man, 'cause it ain't what they call it rock and roll. The Sultans, oh yeah, the Sultans play Creole.
There's a person there jumping in the back. I thought it was somebody doing cardio or something on a treadmill. I was like, what? Do I see this correctly? I know this song a little bit, especially let's say the title, you know, the middle part of the chorus with the rhythm of the guitar. But this is such a long song. I didn't know it was this long, honestly. And the drummer is on fire. feels like feels like they're accelerating a little bit here in that part just before here. It felt like they were going just a tad bit faster. Maybe it's just an impression, but I like the phrasing that he was doing on the lyrics. And actually, I have to admit, it reminds me also a little bit of Dylan, the type of phrasing and that kind of leaning into their way of singing. But yeah, it could be like a little bit of I would say similarity in the voice. That's all. Man, what a good band! Wow.
Then a man he just to step right up to the microphone. He says at last, just as the time bell rings, "Dan, you good night, now it's time to go home." Then you make it fast with just one more thing. We are the Sultans. Yeah, we are the Sultans of Straits. That's right.
Man, that drummer is carrying. That drummer is carrying the whole song. Okay, we're going into breakdown here, like slowing down. Very interesting, man. I have to say, like. Of course, I'm not a guitar specialist, so you have probably to check other videos for that. But interesting that he's playing the electric guitar just with his fingers, a little bit like an acoustic guitar, or like on a classical guitar, like with this thumb and the fingers, the other fingers. And there's this very kind of like more muted, plucky kind of sound to it that seems like a little bit less clean in general, right? But at the same time, it's very distinctive, and he was so well like in the phrasing, like leaning into the phrasing with the guitar, right? So versed and so confident, right? That despite the fact that it's a little bit muted, the sound, and might not be polished, but then like the swing, like the whole like vibe and gem was like, wow, you're just bobbing your head there. So very interesting. Beautiful embellishment. Nice to break the tension, right? Back to this from that very, energetic part. Nice vibe. Interesting. Nice. The keys is doing the same phrasing. He's like, alright, do this. Nice this part, man. Wow. Oh, he's doing the build up. I like it. Let's go. Back into the Sultans swing. Let's go. What a live performance, man. He's like, Marcus, like, hey, maybe you did too many lines before you came on stage, guys. And I'm not talking of the music. Okay, we almost at the end. You know, they're gonna repeat this part. Man, that was great. I have to say, wonderful. And this performance, live, analog, you realize all these people there just having a great time, no phone involved, and some people probably were taking pictures for sure. But at the same time, man, those times we're totally peaking in so many ways. Also with being together, with enjoying the music. Those artists performing live with not so much assisted by technology or, you know, I mean, they had the highest technology available at this stage here in terms of audio equipment and all of that. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. But at the same time, you know, this is analog. I mean, today people play on tracks, you know, and then there's some instruments, and sometimes there's all like backing vocals laid down, another instrumental part laid down, and people just do embellishment in between or even embellish with the voice. So those are the live performance of today. I mean, this was great, man. This is full of power, full of pathos, full of just also some a little, maybe a little powder here and there for sure. Those were the days, but gee, that's a 10 out of 10 performance. Would you agree that this is his most commercial song, or which one was his most commercial song? Man, that drummer, all of them were fantastic, man. Fantastic. Gee, put that into your personal heritage. Jesus, legacy.